Hi, welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who are new here, thank you for watching. I stumbled upon an article on gearpatrol.com. I thought it was very interesting, but also very relevant to the purpose of this channel, which, as the name suggests, is about attainable luxury. So far, I have focused my video content on my 2002 Porsche Boxster 986 generation, which I absolutely love to drive. Unfortunately, many Porsches are prohibitively expensive, and that's in part what this article talks about. It also mentions that Porsche has announced a price increase. However, the article lists 4 vehicles that are still relatively reasonably priced. For today's video, I thought we would run through that list of 4 vehicles and have a little fun talking about each one of them. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we get to the list, the article I previously mentioned, I will provide a link down below in the description, and then for each of the cars, I will put up in the corner the price range. So car number 1, that is the Macan. I've never owned a Macan, but I did have an opportunity to drive one. I had a loaner for approximately 1 week. I believe it was a 2018 and it was a base model. Overall, I think the look of the Macan, it has a very sleek, eye-catching silhouette. The interior, it had the leather interior, it had an upgraded infotainment package. The overall handling of the car, it handles very well, it's very nimble, and for a base model, I'd say it had pretty good pickup. So if you're looking for a car that handles similarly to a sports car but is slightly bigger, a Porsche Macan may be for you. Vehicle number 2, the Porsche Cayenne. I have a 2014 Cayenne S. It has a V8 engine and an air suspension. I think the Cayenne, just like the Macan, also has a very nice silhouette. It's of course bigger, so it has more storage capacity. The leather is very, very nice on the inside. It handles very well and has excellent pickup. I'll put a picture here of the center console. As you can see, there's lots and lots of buttons here, but in no time, you will learn it and it's going to be second nature. The Macan, I should mention, also has a very similar looking center console, at least the 2018 that I test drove. And again, my Cayenne is a 2014. I purchased it in 2018 for the mid 30s and it had low mileage, probably around 40,000 miles if I remember correctly. But if you are looking for an SUV that has more capacity than a Macan, but has excellent driving capability, the Porsche Cayenne may be the better option. Vehicle number 3, the 996 generation. So I have no personal experience with the 996. However, from reading I've done, I understand enthusiasts were not thrilled with the changes that were made. One thing in particular that they really were not happy about was the fried egg headlights. The 996 and the Porsche Boxster do share a lot of parts, and of course the Porsche Boxster was the less expensive option. However, I think the 996 is a very nice looking vehicle and is certainly easier to get into because of its price point than other 911 generations. Last but not least, the 4th vehicle is the 1st generation Porsche Boxster. And isn't that a beautiful yellow color? I don't see that very often, but when I do, it always catches my attention. The Porsche Boxster, of course, does have things you need to be mindful of. For example, the IMS bearing can be a potential issue in those cars. But I think as long as you are mindful of these potential issues and you regularly service your Boxster, you could have a really sharp sports car that you can enjoy for years to come at a price point that at least currently is very reasonable. So today we went through 4 vehicles, 2 SUVs, and 2 sports cars. I think what's interesting is that all of these vehicles, some of which are newer and some of which are older, all at least share one thing in common: a great driving experience. I don't think you can go wrong with a Porsche vehicle. And if you got into any one of these, you would be very, very fortunate. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, I'm happy to try to answer them. And feel free to leave your comments below. I appreciate all of your comments and I read every single one of them. And I'm so thankful that you take the time to not only comment, but provide recommendations. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. That helps me know what content you would like to see. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.